Hey Gems, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dominique from Gemz, an all-cash budgeter and preschool teacher who is working on saving and paying off debt. Today is a bittersweet and happy day. It is the last video of the series that I've been a part of, #ODBJ. Our different budgeting journeys that was started by Miss Budgeting April. I truly appreciated the opportunity to be a part of it. This community has been so great. But today we are going to be talking about some advice that I have. I know I'm a little nobody, but I do got some advice that I feel like could be useful. So if you want to hear my advice on budgeting, go ahead and stay for the video. Let's go. Alright guys, so like I said, today is a kind of happy but bittersweet video because it's the last video of the series #ODBJ, created by Miss Budgeting April. I'm super happy that I was able to be a part of this opportunity. And I truly have enjoyed getting to know all of the budgeters. It's about 22 of us. Today is officially the last day. Everybody has done their videos Tuesday, and then you're going to watch the rest of us today on Wednesday, and that's it until April has her next activity for us. So let's jump right into this. I wrote some notes because I tend to forget and lose track when I'm in front of this camera like this. I'm a little camera shy. So my first piece of advice is to find your why. And I think that's important because, I mean, even Budgeting April had us doing our first video as why did we start budgeting? Because it's such an important question to ask. Because you're trying to live a different lifestyle and have a different mindset, and making sure that you're gonna be a budgeter and you're gonna be more responsible and frugal and think about these things and make these sacrifices that you need to make. Like, why am I not getting my nails done? Why am I not going to the hair salon every 2 weeks to get my hair done? You know, just simple things like that, but it can also be big things. Like, I know for me, my first why was getting us out of our apartment and buying our first home. Now that we got the home, now we got to use bill savings to try and fix it up. I'm really excited to say, though, we are on our last project, the basement, and I'm so excited. But that's another story for another time. So find your why. Why do you want to budget? What will it help you do? What will it help you accomplish? Just being accountable and being present and knowing your situation and knowing that you want to make a change. Okay? That's my first one. My second piece of advice is to do what works for you once you do your research. Okay? Let me say that again. Do what works for you once you do your research. All of us, just why it's called Our Different Budgeting Journeys, none of us has the same budget, literally. Even if we can say that we make the same amount, I can guarantee you we do not have the same budget because everyone has their own circumstances and situations that they have to worry about, and everything like that. So once you figure out like, oh, I want to be an all-cash budgeter, or I want to be a digital budgeter, or I want to be both. I mean, I've seen a hybrid. She says she does all-cash and she does her cards and digital payments. So, I mean, do what works for you. What is going to work for you and your family? Don't listen to any of us. I mean, you can do some research and find our method videos. And see if you want to be paper and pen or digital, that kind of thing. But really, when it comes to your budget, do what works for you. You gotta track your spending, see how much you spend a month and then budget accordingly and then adjust if you can. You know what I'm saying? So just do what's going to work for you. Okay. The next one is to set realistic goals and arrange them into high and low priorities. Okay? So make sure you're setting goals for yourself. I do mine every year. I am thinking about breaking it down into quarters. Like I do my savings updates and debt payoff updates. I do it every 3 months. I think I'm going to start doing my goals every 3 months because I feel like it would be helpful. So really do the goals that you want to do. Like I know my goal is to finish my 100 envelope challenge within 2 years. Only because that is kind of a low priority goal of mine to finish that challenge. I'm really working on paying off my credit card right now. And so most of my money is going towards that. And then a little bit is going towards some savings challenges and some of my sinking funds. Okay, so really you have to set your realistic goals. Like I know I said I was going to finish my 52-week challenge by December, and I am on track for that. I'm going to reach that goal. So I gave myself a realistic goal and I'm going to accomplish it. So that's what you have to do too. You have to make sure you're doing what is going to help. And then of course, you know, walk in the ways to make that happen as well. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to finish this challenge in January of 2023. And then you just forget to stuff it or something like that. So make sure you're doing what you say you're going to do. Really actively work towards setting your goal. And then of course, make sure you're prioritizing. So like if you're prioritizing paying off debt, most of your money from your budget is going to go to that debt. And if you're prioritizing doing an emergency fund, all your extra money mostly is going to go to that instead of those sinking funds and saving challenges. You don't really need them. They're for fun things, but you don't really need them. I feel like the basics of budgeting is having savings and paying off your debt. The sinking funds is a fun way to get the savings, to put them in the savings in your savings, but you don't really need to do them like the ones that you buy and stuff. Like that's kind of like extra stuff. If you really want to just do the bare minimum, like I started out with just regular envelopes from the dollar store and just putting some money in there off to the side. You could do that too. Okay, it don't gotta be fancy. I mean, let me see. Where is mine? This is my 100 envelope challenge, y'all. This is just highlighter. And a regular envelope is just highlighter. I mean, you can start with anything, honestly. You do not need to be all fancy and stuff yet. If you're just gonna start out and you wanna start, just start. You don't need much. Okay? All right. So my next one, and I feel like this is the biggest one that I have on my list because I'm still struggling with this myself, is if you must compare yourself to anyone, compare to yourself. Let me say that again. If you're gonna compare to yourself. Okay. I know sometimes I be watching some of the other YouTubers and they just be stuffing away. Be like, oh, this is my side hustle money, I'm stuffing that. Oh, this is an extra bonus check, I'm stuffing that. Like, you can feel some type of way because you're not stuffing as fast as they are. But honestly, just compare to yourself. So this is what I do to compare to myself. So I've been keeping track of my finances for the last 2 years. So this is, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, that's so terrible, the lighting. Okay, so that's my balance in 2020, I'm sorry. Okay, and I have all my debt listed. Okay, So Capital One had $0. My car note was $8,658.05. Student loans was $18,662. And my overall debt was $27,320. This is 2020. Now, this was 2021. Okay. So Capital One is at 2016. Car note went down to $5,491. Student loan went down to $18,000, but I bought a home for $130,000. So my debt went up because I bought a home, but if you look at these amounts, the only one that increased was Capital One. And that's because we moved in and I had to use my credit card to buy some of the stuff for the fixer-uppers to get the house to where I was comfortable living in it. I had to fix it up real quick and buy some materials, new lamps, the paint and everything. So that's why that went up. But if you see it, I'm comparing to myself now. My car note did go down and my student loans went down too. Okay. So when it's the end of 2022, I'm going to do that again and I'm going to see the progress I made. Okay, so if you're going to compare to yourself, okay, because you are your only competition in this budgeting, okay? So I'm going to put that up. And then my last piece of advice, guys, is to have a support system. You have to have support and hold yourself accountable to try and keep you on track. So for me, that is my husband, my mother, and you guys here on YouTube. So, and then I have a few friends that do it, but they don't understand why I'm doing the cash budgeting thing yet. I'm gonna get them on board. But my husband, he's like, do we have it in the envelopes? You know, like he's constantly checking in with me. That's always great. My mom, I mean, I told her about Fetch and she went crazy and she gets more points on scanning her receipts than I do. So she's super supportive. She's like, did you scan any receipts today? Or how much did you save? Or did you do your budget? So she's super supportive. And then of course you guys, my subbies, guys, doing these videos truly holds me accountable because I'll be like, they might notice if I take some money out of this. So I'll be like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't take out of that savings challenge. Even though I did have to, while I was off work for the last 2 months in the summer, it got really hard for us. But it definitely held me accountable for most of my saving challenges. I was like, no, I can't touch it. I can't touch it. But you can also, you know, just do things yourself. This is the last piece of advice. I don't know, this just popped in my brain. You can do your own savings challenges. This is the first savings challenge I ever made myself. Oh my goodness, this lighting. Okay, so you see the boxes? I just made my own little boxes. And these are the weeks. And I was just like, every check I was going to do these amounts. So week 1 was $15. Week 2 was $35. Week 3 was $55. And I had it all 26 weeks. I found other challenges once I made this one. But this is what I started with. This is just an index card, y'all. Just an index card. And then I still do my budgets on paper. This is my denominations and my breakdowns that I took to the bank teller. I do all my bills in red. I do all my cash envelopes in orange. And I do my sinking funds and challenges in purple. I mean, you can do it. If you don't have anything, you got at least some paper. So that's it for this, my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed the advice. I hope it wasn't too, I don't know. I hope I wasn't repeating myself too much. But I truly appreciated this experience. I learned a lot from some of the other budgeters because I'm still learning. I've only been doing this since the beginning of January, so I truly enjoyed all of the videos from every one of us. It's about 22 of us that's in this series. But I am making this video way too long, so I'm gonna end it here. And you guys, please don't forget to stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. All right, bye, Gemz.